Well, everyone, I wanted to kind of break down some of my favorite things about the iPhone SE 3, and let's just be positive. Let's just have positive vibes. Let's not go super crazy. I will be making the exact opposite of this video literally in like 2 seconds. But this iPhone isn't a horrible, but this iPhone, still has a lot of cool things about it that I actually love a lot. Now, the first thing why I love the iPhone SE 3, in my opinion, is actually Touch ID. I love Touch ID. I like Touch ID a lot more than Face ID. And I think the best, way Apple can move forward is to bring Touch ID back. And although this iPhone has somewhat of an outdated design, and I'm not a fan of the home button, but I love Touch ID. And the way, the iPad Air 5 works with Touch ID and the top sensor, I love that kind of stuff. And I'm super happy that an iPhone still exists, that's still supported, that's still sold brand new, has Touch ID, which is hopefully keeping up the hope that Touch ID comes to even the flagship iPhones. But that's definitely one of my favorite things about the iPhone SE 3. Now, probably the top tier 2 things that I love about this iPhone is related to that chipset inside. As I mentioned, that Apple A15 Bionic chip is a very, very fast and very capable chipset. Theoretically, the speed of an iPhone SE 3 should be the exact same speed as an iPhone 13 theoretically. Now, in some cases, the iPhone 13s are faster because of that gesture-based design, but even with the A15 Bionic in the iPhone SE 3, this is still a very capable machine. It has a ton of power inside of it, has 4 gigabytes of RAM, and I do appreciate the fact that Apple went ahead and increased the RAM on this iPhone from its predecessor, and they also increased the battery size from its predecessor as well. That doesn't always translate to way better battery life, but in this specific case, I love that a lot. Even if it's only like 100 something milliamp hours, it's still an upgrade and it's way better than a downgrade. Now, that also brings me to the long software updates. I mean, this phone is going to be supported for a very long amount of time. This device is not going to be outdated tomorrow. This device is not going to be outdated 2 years from now. You can theoretically buy this iPhone 3-4 years from now and still get a supported device for maybe 2 years, maybe 1 year, but it's going to be supported for a very long amount of time. So long, in fact, that most people will probably end up upgrading their phone when they buy this phone before they even go ahead and, the software stops on this device. You can even still rock this iPhone if it's still unsupported if Apple keeps pushing out security updates. So this iPhone could last 6 years, 7 years from now. Just give you some perspective. How many people do you know that are still using the original iPhone SE? I don't know anybody. I barely knew people who had it even like 5 years ago, but I barely know people who still use that iPhone. So that's a really big thing to keep in mind, and that phone is still supported. So the iPhone SE 3 is going to be supported for a very long amount of time for sure, and that's something that I love about these devices, And all in all, this is the cheapest iPhone you can buy brand new, and we do have to give it some respect there. If you want to go buy a brand new iPhone, this is pretty much the cheapest option you have. The next option up is the iPhone 11, only $70 more. I'd recommend just going there, but definitely the iPhone SE 3 isn't perfect, but those are some of the reasons why I guess I love this iPhone. If you have any questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.